All right, shalom. It's your brother Kushab coming back at you with another quick and transit lesson. Before I get started, I want to give all praises, glory, infinite honors unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Kakadash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth and rule well. And peace, blessings, and salutations be to the hopefully elect, as well as those that believe in the gospel. And may you endure to the end, Lord willing. All right. And just fear the Lord. All right. Just do your part, and the Lord will do His, man. Because a lot of folly, all right, a lot of unnecessary things. As I'm coming along in my walk in this truth, just sit back and listening to the apostles and different elders and brothers that's been going into what's been going on lately. What I've just come to grips with is that majority of jakes that say they're Israelites, they just don't fear the Lord, man. All right, they just do what's needful for them. All right, they just do trying to add worldly things to the truth. No, man. Just do your part, all right, which the job of a prophet, all right, or a man of the Lord is simple. You see, first and foremost, fear the Lord, all right. Secondly, being brotherly, all right, keeping the commandments, all right, as it says in John, I believe it's John 14 and John 15, all right. I might have to grab that, Lord will. But I'm running a little short on time, all right? So, fearing the Lord, all right? Keeping His commandments, all right? Being brotherly and preaching His word, man. Pushing His word, you see? Those are the four things, all right, that is in red letters, all right, in the, what they call the New Testament. But those are words that Yahushua left us to do until He comes back, man. All right. He told Peter, if you love me, feed my sheep, man. And that applies to the whole church. You see? He said, if you love me, keep my commandments, man. All right. And what else did I say? Being brotherly. All right. He says no greater commandment than this one. All right. Than being brotherly, man. The second greatest, roughly paraphrasing, but these are all things that's really simple, all right. And the scripture talks about the simplicity in Yahushua, man. You just got to do your part, Jake. All right. It's not hard. It's not what you call it. It's not try to thread a needle through a haystack, man. All right, it's simple, But also what goes along with that is ultimately preaching the right doctrine as well. All right. And Dawadi how about Shemel Shai for sending us, the apostles. All right. Start with their elders, man. All right. To bring us back to this knowledge, this truth, man. All right. But a lot of things, that what I've come to grip with is strifes, all right, the different correlations between, different groups, all right, is that, they want to add worldly things to the truth. And here at GMS, that's a no-go, all right. It's a thin line for that, man. And why I believe it's in Matthew, when the Lord comes back, it's going to say, Lord, Lord, Lord. And the Lord going to look at you crazy, man. You see? Depart from me, I never knew you, workers of iniquity. All right? Because what really happens when you go off, all right, and you go and follow, the scriptures even say, follow not a multitude to do evil, man. All right, you go and follow people, and you go and do do something that you wasn't supposed to do, you know, it's ultimately why, because you ain't feel the Lord, man. All right, which is why the title of this lesson is, you know, just feel the Lord. All right, just do your part and the Lord will do his. All right, because there's a remnant, all right, 144,000 men, as well as the 1/3 that's deemed for salvation here in America, man. All right, and an innumerable multitude across the earth. You see, it says, I'm gonna start off with the book of Sirach. It's chapter 19, verse 18. It says, the fear of the Lord is the first step to be accepted of him, and wisdom obtaineth his love. You see? So if the Lord tell you, depart from me, I never knew you, you workers of iniquity, is because what? The Lord didn't accept you because you didn't fear him, man. You see? That's clear. All right? That's clear. Which is why we ought to fear the Lord. All right? And if you find yourself slipping and fearing the Lord, then you might need to examine yourself, man. All right? And pray that the Lord endow that fear back in you. You know, because it should always be in the front mind of your head, you know, when you're doing things, you know, is this acceptable or is this pleasing to the Lord? Now I know, you know, yes, our righteousness as filthy rags. Yes, we can't be perfect. All right, but nothing wrong with having a conscience about fearing the Lord. All right, or about doing something that's pleasing to the Lord, man. You see? It says, verse 19, the knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life, and they that do things that please him shall receive the fruit of the tree of immortality. You see, the first step is fearing the Lord. The second step is what? Keeping the commandments, man, to the best of our ability here. All right, because why? These things are good for us, you know, following a dietary law. All right, trying to keep the Sabbath to our best of our ability, you know, keeping the high holy days. These things are good for us because it's always going to lead to what? Immortality, man. You see? It says, verse 20, the fear of the Lord is all wisdom, and in all wisdom is the performance of the law, and the knowledge of his omnipotency. All right, because the Lord is omnipotent, man. He's everywhere. You see? But the fear of the Lord is all wisdom. You see? So when you going off, all right, you're not doing your part, it's because you're not fearing the Lord. I mean, I can't simplify it any better than that, man. You see? You have to fear the Lord, man. In order for wisdom to sup with you, all right, to dwell within you, you have to fear the Lord. It's simple. You see? It says, if a servant say to his master, I will not do as it pleaseth thee, though afterward he do it, he angereth him that nourisheth him. Yeah, you pissing the Lord off, man. Because a lot of you jakes, a lot of you Israelites, you know what you need to be doing, man. All right? You know what's pleasing to the Lord, but you just choose to do something else that's pleasing to the flesh, man. Why? Why do you make those decisions? Because you're lacking in fearing the Lord. All right? Because when that day comes, all right, and Yahushua says, depart from me, I never knew you, workers of iniquity. Everything that you did is going to play back in your head on why the Lord said, get away from me, man. I don't know you like that. Everything that you did is going to play in your head, man. Like it says in 2 Corinthians, for we all must appear before the judgment seat of Yahweh Shemel Shai, man. You see? And we're gonna have to give an answer for everything we've done, whether good or bad. You know? So which is why it's important to just do your part, all right? to just do your part. Every answer that we need is in the scriptures. As the brother Kaya always say, no, everything that you need an answer on is in the scriptures. All right? Romans 15:4, the things that were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through the scriptures might have hope, man. All right? Roughly paraphrasing. You see? So everything that was written aforetime. All right? It was written for what? Our learning. You see? And there are examples of what to do and what not to do. You see? Which is why when you jump and I want to read a little more on that. Which is why when you jump to Sirach 2, verse 10, it says, look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded, or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? You see? When you look at the generations of old, man, all right, the righteous was doing one thing. Noah was doing one thing. You see? Moses, all right, Joshua, Aaron, all right, they were all doing one thing, man. And they wasn't confounded. Why? Because they kept it simple. All right, as Apostle Cabal used to say, keep it simple, stupid. You see? You just got to keep it simple, man. Jake just try to do too much, you know? Fear the Lord and do your part, and the Lord will do his. So Abarat Dazada was edifying. Till the next time, I'll say shalom.